Good morning, everyone. Oh wow, that was that was raspy as hell. Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing? Hope you are doing good. What did I want to do today? Oh yeah. So, first of all, hello Franco when you wake up. Hello MT, the first awake person to comment on the stream. This project, I was thinking yesterday, there we go, with low speed, can you guys hear that? Makes like a low humming noise. I'm thinking if I put in a non-polarized capacitor, that noise should go away. Let's try to get a big one, 470 nanofarads. Oh. Morning, JB. Okay, so it's making the noise. Hasn't really gone away. Actually, it has. Adding the capacitor totally helps. Oh. When I sit it on the box, though, it makes a lot more noise. Okay. The cap isn't really solving it on the box. So if we put this in the two pins, okay, yeah, it's not solving it. Even though the, okay, so I feel like I need to maybe rubber mount this. I don't know. And it still won't start at very low percentages. Okay. Well, I might add a capacitor either way. Might be a good idea either way, but it doesn't solve the problem, which is good to know. So that was a 470 nanofarad, I think. Yes. Well, good to know. Because basically the capacitor should smooth out the PWM. I guess I should flip on the lights, huh? Well, you guys are going to get a flashbang. There you go. All right, so today's goal, we are probably going to work on, I can turn this off. we're going to work on implementing an OLED into this. And we are going to work on the mechanical design. So I was thinking that these bearings, no pink LEDs, JB. Maybe could trade pink LEDs for super chats. Huh? Not in this channel though. Oh, also, the second channel video is up. So if you guys want to check out the second channel, SE Con Dairy, there's a video that went live this morning. I was testing the whatchamacallits, the motor controller. The electronic speed controller, ESC. Okay, so that being said, yeah, you'd have to super chat on the other channel. Okay, that being said, let's start with the mechanical design. How big do we need our PCB? So it can be pretty small. It can be very small, but I like these 10-turn pots. This is about as small of a switch as I want. So, okay. It can be small, but it can't be too small. Good morning, Lock Watcher. Did I just call you Lock? I may have to design the PCB before I design anything else. And the PCB kind of has to be kind of big. Lock is fine. Good. I wish I could just make one with the DRV by itself. So I feel like I can stuff that all underneath here and then just run out the pads for everything that needs to be attached. Kind of have indecision. Watcher would be a little creepy. Yeah. Okay, let's stop the stalling. Let's make a PCB. Let's make a PCB. At the very least, we can. Yes, let's make a draft of the PCB at the least. TCAD day today. New project. New folder. What do we call this? Correct. Three-way switch, center off. So on, off, on. What do we call this? There's a Pico table, Pico turntable, turn Pico. Need a good, catchy name for a turntable, like a display table that is powered by a little gear motor, Pi Pico, but the RP2040 0 version, and a DRV8833 module. Something like Pico table, turn Pico, I don't know, man. Zero spin? No. Orbit zero? No. Zero turn? Nope. Not rotate? Nope. RP rotate Pico pivot. Pico pivot's not too bad. Step Pico. What are you doing, Step Pico? Aura turn. Vantage, centric, glyph disc. RP roll. Nah. Nah. None of those are good. Thanks. Anyway. Robot. Nope. Pretty much crap. Rename. Pico pivot. I don't like pivot though, because it spins. It doesn't really pivot, right? Pico spinner. I don't know. That's where we're going for right now. My eyes. Can we have a dark mode, please? I think dark mode's in the next release. KiCad. Is the next one out? Blog. No, it's in 10. My eyes. It hurts. All right. Should also make a note. I should order more gear motors. 6 volts, 70 RPM. Ugh. The shipping cost. Whatever. I'll make a note. All right. So RP 2040. There she blows. Need a DRV. Did I make a simple? 2, 8388, or is it 8833? 8833. Okay, let's make a new symbol. Oh, look at this video. I think it's a North American thing. So, what does see a shadow mean? Does that mean we're screwed? Symbol name would be RV8833 module. Picoette, Pico Twirl, Pico Revolution 2040. I think Pico Revolution 2040 is your better idea so far, but I'm not convinced. It doesn't roll off the tongue, you know? Okay, you go the hell away. 2.54. Pin name. EEP pin number 1, and that is I think it's the input. How many pins do I need? 6. This is out 1, pin number 2, output. Pin number 3. Oops, pin name. Out 2, pin number 3. I need 6 per side, not 6. Oh, you idiot. Out 3, pin number 4. Out 4, pin number 5. Have these all been outputs? Yes, output. And Alt, pin number 6. Oh, excuse me, I'm exhausted. If ever you were ever surprised by that. Okay, we need a left. Pin number 7 is in 1. I don't know how far to put it. In 2. Pin number 8. VCC pin number 9. This is a power input. These are not outputs. These are inputs. Ground, that's pin number 10. That's power input. In 3, that is pin number 11. That is not a power input, but it is indeed an input. And then pin in 4 is pin 12. That is an input. There we go. Can't see my dots. I don't know how far these things are. Feels like I should just move these in a touch. Does that look even? Let's make a square. Need half of that. 2, 7. Six more weeks of winter. No thanks. Let's check on the old. Let's pick a random one here. There. At least it's sunny today. Everything looks plowed. It didn't snow for the last couple of days. There. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Not that I would leave the house. No, this is not equal. There we go. That looks very unequal. That looks weird to me. Looks wrong. Whatever. Text. DRV. Is it 8833? Pico revolved, Pico reel, Pico spun 2040. I'm not like, I like them. I'm just not in like with them. Does that make sense? The Pico Revolution. I think this is good. Save. And then we'll make a footprint after. I guess we can make a footprint now. Let's see. How many holes? How many holes? Ugh. God, I'm old. Gonna destroy my working project. Ugh. So it is, need a counting apparatus. So 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. I'm going to put this back down in here and guarantee you it'll fry the next time I turn it back on. Switch and pot on board? No, I think I'm going to make the remote mounting. Might be actually possible to do both. I'm going to have to think about it. All right, footprint editor. All right, so this is uncategorized parts. I think I put all my custom parts in. New footprint. All right, so grid half. A little bit of Mickey D's added in. I would love some McDonald's. Don't taunt a fat person, please. I'm trying to lose weight here. Oh, by the way, since MT, since you're here, I ran, quote unquote, ran 2.2 miles yesterday. My max speed was 4.5 miles per hour. So 7.2 kilometers an hour, 3.5 kilometers worth. So I did do some treadmill. Pico McTwirl. Keep going, guys. I'm loving this. So I didn't do like a MT run, but I mean, it was my first time back on the treadmill. And I'm going to do some more today, and I'm going to do some more tomorrow, and then every single freaking day. The pad size for a hole needing to receive a pin usually. Pad size and drill size. Thank you, MT. It's nothing like what you do, but that's fine. Annular, huh? One millimeter. Okay, so let's count this. So we need to go 3.5 this way. Wait, no. We're doubling. So 14, we need to go 7 this way. Okay. And now we need to go 6, 5.5 this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, no. No, hang on. Thinking. We need to go up 3 plus a half. So up 6 plus 1/2. So up 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that correct? We will soon find out. All right, so we need circular pad shape 1.7 hole 1. That looks wrong, but whatever. We'll deal with it. You know what I do in this case? Here, let's just name it something. What am I working on? Untitled 1. Rename footprint TRV 8833. Okay, I'm going to save that. I'm going to load it's connector pin header. Pin header 2.54. Vertical. Save. It is 1 mil and 1.7. Okay, exactly the same. I did. Thank you very much, MT. Thank you for that. Okay, so this is correct. So now if we copy this and paste it here to copy this and paste it here. I did this wrong. Copy this and paste it here. Got to move this to here. And then we need to copy this. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that should be it. That should be the proper footprint. So now we just need to fix these. Pad number 2. Pad number 3. Pad number 4. Pad number 5. Pad number 6. Pad number 7. Pad number 8. Pad number 9. Pad number 10. Pad number 11. Pad number 12. So let's confirm here. Center. No. Stop. Halt. Stop. Whatever. If I go to that same spot here to here. Okay. So that is 17.78 millimeters. $17.77, close enough for the girl I go out with. That is 1 pin off. That is not accurate. You see that? This is why we double check. Oh. Okay, so grab these guys and we move them 1/2 step in. These guys, we move them 1/2 step in. And we measure center 15.240. 15.240. That is exact. Excellent. Yep, that's exact. Morning, ITT. And by saying good morning, ITT, I have actually read also MT's chat out loud. That's two things. I read MT's chat and said good morning. Neat. Oh, and also since I'm on this view, I didn't charge this, so let me check the volts. $3.721. We're okay for now. Johnny, I didn't know you were still in here. Oh, there we go. And let's make this on the silk. There we go. Reference. Everything else is all right. That's it. Save it. I don't have the. I could, ITT. Oh my God, that was a good stretch. But it does make it hard for getting other people to order boards. You've never seen anyone use a battery-powered caliper? Interesting. Anyways, good morning, Jackie. I have been meaning to pick up a Mitutoyo, but AccuSize. Look at these sponsored crap. Look at this. Look at this beauty. But it's just very expensive. The other thing is, I can't be certain that a Mitutoyo caliper from Amazon will be legit. So if I buy it at a tool store, it's probably going to be another $75 or so for their margin. But yeah, I love digital calipers. I've got all sorts. I've got so this one I used for a very long time. They're not even the same anymore. If you want to go buy these, this is from this is Mastercraft from Canadian Tire. You use old Starrett stuff? Yeah, if I had old Starrett stuff, I would use it. So if you try to buy this one now, the plastic is now different. It's like a brighter blue. But I bought these also. And these are supposed to be my throw-around ones. So let's see. Do I have an LR44 put in here? I think it's an LR44. looks like an LR44. LR44. There's an LR44. There's just something that tickles my brain when I pick up a made in Japan thing. There we go. So this is supposed to be my, you know, care not about. Zero that. Well, not too bad. Caught the zero again. But as you can see, there's only one digit at the end. Whereas this one, as cheap as it may be, it's got the 2-digit. Whoop. But for some reason, the LCD has become pretty crap. And yeah, this one has the nice thumb wheel for really easing into a measure. And this one doesn't. Yeah, El Cheapos are good. They do the job, right? Like, you don't need to, like, if I'm measuring this, I just want to know, like, plus or minus, you know, plus or minus a blonde one. That's it. But sometimes I need to be really precise. And then sometimes it doesn't matter because, you know, when you're 3D printing things, really depends more on your 3D printer than anything else. Sunbeam is making batteries? Don't think so. Yeah, no. It's a Zombie brand. These are from the dollar store. Dollarama. I think they even changed suppliers or like branding recently. And look, so it's Sunbeam, right? But then the website is Limage Home Products, Limage homeproducts.com. So it's not even Sunbeam. Then here's copyright Sunbeams. Distributed by Limage Home Products, Montreal, Canada. Made in China. Batteries, crap lead, you're not selling you on that. What? Oh, LCD? I don't mind. It looks fine to me. You just got to look at it. Right. Look, this, I think I paid $8 back in 2015 or so, and so far it's gotten me this far. Got a little bit of surface corrosion there from all the years of handling it. It works. This has designed me, I don't know how many hundreds of CAD of 3D objects in CAD. So yes, as much as I would love a Mitutoyo, this is literally an order, like 2 orders of magnitude more expensive. And do I need 2 orders of magnitude better quality? No, not really. I mean, someday I'll be machining stuff. Yeah, I think, to be honest, Locke, I believe the way I paid for it it was a loss leader. The deal with Canadian Tire and Harbor Freight and all those places is you get really good sales, so they have you in their mind share, right? And then on a Sunday When you break a tool or something and you need it then and there, you go into the store and you pay the non-sale price, and that's how they get you. I believe that is their entire strategy, because I was stuck needing some drill bits, like on a Sunday, whatever, and I had no other choice. And you wouldn't believe how much it costs to get drill bits at Canadian Tire when they're not on sale, or at Princess Auto when they're not on sale. It's like 3x the price. It's insane. But that's how they get you. Immediately. Right? I could buy from Amazon, but they'll show up tomorrow. Yeah, it's still surprisingly cheap. They're not that cheap anymore. 20 of the little red meters. Yeah, I have one that another maker sent here because we don't have Harbor Freight. So multimeters in Canada, your best bet is Amazon. You know, you just go buy a Kai Wheats or something. One of these. Look at this. 20 bucks. This one, 36. Even this at $37. That's an incredible multimeter. And that's the 6,000 count. The 20,000 count is even crazier. And so if you think $37, 37 CAD to USD, just 27 bucks. You don't get anything on a Sunday? Wow, that sucks. That's really bad for makers. Pico McRama. Keep going, guys. I'm loving this. Okay, so what else do we need? If you're looking at a basic meter, can be had for cheap. Not in Canada. I'll just check for fun. If you want to go pick one up in store. Let's see. Gonna sort from lowest price. Price ascending. Okay, that's a no there. So $89.99 at Princess Auto. Multimeter. Sort. Price low to high. $26.99, and you honestly get a piece of poo. So I'll just take a screenshot here for you guys. Actually, you know what? I won't do that. Screenshot. Here's the lowest price. So if you need a multimeter now, you're looking for a spot welder, can't bring yourself to go to Harbor Freight. Why? It's perfectly cromulent. Paint. Here. So this is what you get. So if you need a multimeter today, this is sorted by price, lowest to highest. So $26.99 is the cheapest, and look, it's a freaking analog multimeter. What a piece of shit. I bet you the leads are like crap. And then this is the next cheapest. And then this guy, which this guy looks like, this looks like this, which is almost the Harbor Freight meter. So I don't know where else in Canada you would get a cheap multimeter, but that's it. The Harbor Freight ones, which I have somewhere. Ugh. This, oops. This guy. This one is much cheaper for sure. But we don't have that option. Is this another multimeter I forgot existed? Oh yeah, look at that. The thing is though, if my dad, I'll give you an example. If my father needed to install his hot water heater, which he has before, I would not tell him, like let's say I lived, you know, the other side of the country, and he said, where should I buy a multimeter to check for my hot water heater? I would not want my dad plugging this thing into 240 volts. I just wouldn't. I would say, you know, go to Canadian Tire and spend $50 on a multimeter if you really need it today, because I just would rather you not die. and that's simple. I mean, I don't even know where my original Mastercraft multimeters are, but they're around here somewhere. But I would rather they plug like my old man plug like an ANAG or something in. Okay, Jackie, I'm not saying that the analog itself is crap. I'm saying the one that was $27 at Canadian Tire, I nearly guarantee you that thing is worse quality than the free one. It's bad. Here, let's go to AliExpress. Let's see the cheapest multimeter. $12 for an ANAG. For the antagonistic rich uncle. Free with any purchase. That must be, yeah, that's a free gift for. I need to make an account on this browser. Let's see. That's not $3 because that'll be something else. Is this actually $3? $13. Yeah, it's really hard to beat. It's really hard to beat the Kaiweets value. Let's go to Harbor. I can never spell Harbor Freight because you guys spell it the American way. No. Multimeter. Oh, come on. So even this one, it's $8. Is there a sort? I want to sort by price. Sort by price low. So $8. Next one up is this one, $20. Next one up is $24. I would buy this one. This is the one I would go for if I needed a multimeter today. That's not bad, $25. Or like, I guess this one's on stock, so this one. You do want it to be safe. But if you're just measuring small DC stuff, it doesn't matter. You have a Harbor Freight 5 miles from your house. I want storage box. I want this thing. So William Osman has been going on and on about let's see. Oh, maybe it's organizer. This guy. So apparently you can get these things for like $6 if you sign up for their emails. And so what I want to do, maybe in a couple years, if we can all be friends again, I want to get like, I don't know, 40 of these. So I might have to do a trip to Ogdensburg, New York in a couple years if we become friends again, and just clear out their selection of these. That's what I want. I'll have to pay a shit ton of fees to bring it back above the back over the border, but that's what I would like. All right. So, what next? We need a potentiometer footprint. So let's go potentiometer. I just want a regular pot. I love how the logo is small, but whatever. Potentiometer, and I need a switch. I'm not touching the metric and imperial debate with a 10-foot pole. Moving on along swiftly. Switch. No. Yes. But it's on, off, on. I think this one matches, right? Yeah. Like this. Then we need, how many pins on the Pico again per side? Could use this one, but here. Let's count. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2 by 9. Also, I would much rather that two women in chat don't argue, because I like the fact that I have multiple women that come into the stream, and if one scares the other one away, that's going to do a significant percentage difference, so please do not. Connector. 1 by 9. And another one. One by 9. And then another one. 1 by 6. And then another one. By 6. Okay, so these pads, I'm just going to not connect them. Gone. All right, that's good. Let's start doing the labeling. I will say I have taught Europeans who had arrived in Canada and had to learn the trades, and I had to teach them Imperial, and it just twisted their brains. They could not. They're like, why? They're like, this is the worst thing I've ever seen. Some of them threatened to quit my class. It's just something you got to be, you know, first of all, I'm not going to yuck any yums. Use what works for you. But if you want to enter an industry, you got to use that industry standards. How's it going, Gerald? Wake up at 5, go back to bed, 3 minutes, you're not feeling it. Not good, yeah, and you fell asleep, nice. GP13, GP12. You guys have to double check also that these are all correct, by the way. I'll zoom in a little bit more for you. You guys are my fact checkers here. GP11. GP10, GP9, GP8. So I will say, Locke, since the AI revolution, I ask AI to convert the butter measurements into grams so that I don't have to do a volumetric measurement of a solid object. CNC 3D printing metrics are used both. Yeah, machinists in the States typically use Imperial as well. So it's weird, CNC's in millimeters, but not all of it, because some machinists use Imperial because like thousandths of an inch is very, very common to use. A lot of machine shops use metrics. That's what I'm saying, ITT. Machine shops go both ways. It really depends on your machinist. Everyone loves a good machinist that goes both ways. And then just got to make sure these are in order, but I think so. 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I screwed up. Ha! I see what you did there. Lathes, the turn of the century. RP 2040 0. You know what? I should really print out like reference documents for all the microcontrollers I use, because I use them so much. The people who use Apple can't use Android, vice versa. Pico, vice versa. I love it. You guys keep trying to think of the name of this project. This is great. Okay, so pins 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13 are eliminated. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Replace those with no connects. Here we go. How's it going, Mr. Ireland? Pico both ways. We are trying to name the project, in case you're wondering, Mr. Ireland. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. Oh my God. Oh, so tired this morning. But then again, have I had a morning where I wasn't tired? The answer is no. Eep. Eep. Oh, oops. Eep. Eep the cat. Out 1. Pardon me. Out 2. Out 3. Out 4. Ult. That's the ultimate. Just spent 2 years converting a metric drill press to American standard. That was actually quite difficult. See, for me, you do you. I'm not yucking your yum, but for me, I would have just used metric. Because as a Canadian, you kind of have to be ambidextrous in that. Canadians are very ambidextrous to both situations. BCC, ground. You know what I would love? If I click here, right? I click on there, and then I can type and do whatever. I wish it would just stay connected instead of following my mouse. It is what it is. Yeah, every morning. Yep. And I'm gonna have less energy because I'm on a diet. So I'm gonna be even more insufferable. By the way, guys, the second channel just released a video today. youtube.com/@SECondary. I don't actually know my own link. Yeah, first try. 7 views 2 hours ago. There we go. So if you want to check out the second channel, Harsh She Blows, you can leave my yawning ass here if you want. There's actually comments on some of these. People actually watch this. Last episode of the series? I didn't think anyone would watch these, but yes, I will add for now. Thank you, Franco. Good morning, Franco. Oh shit, I missed you. You were right there. Okay. I guess we need my Arduino sketch. Welcome to the stream. By the way, I have speed walked. Can you just... Fine, install them. I have speed walked 2.2 miles yesterday, 3.5 kilometers, at a top speed of 4.5 miles per hour, which was 7.2 kilometers per hour. Burned a couple calories. Gonna do some more treadmill today. Oh, yes. Yes. Updating boards. Oh my god, yes. And just fucking install. Stop asking me user control. Oh, also, at some point, it'll be time to install Linux on my laptop. You speeded with your little shopping cart today. Does that count? No. Nar. All right, so Control 1 and Control 2 go to in 1 and in 2. I did this wrong. I did this wrong. In 1 and in 2. Control 1, it's 2 and 3. 2 and 3. 2 and 3. 2 and 3. Two and 3. Trying to get some weight, see if you have more energy. Walked about 1 kilometer. Nice. That's one thing. This year, the wife and I have been wanting a dog forever. 6 and 7. 6, 7. 6 and 7. So this year we might end up with a dog. Move. Move. Okay, those are the rotation pins. Speed pin is 29. 29. So a dog would be incredibly helpful to get us walking, because you don't have a choice. They will destroy your shit until you bring them for a walk. You should see on Curtis's streams. You should see how Lou is destructive. You're really on top of the 6, 7? Okay. Try and stop me. Adopting Lou had been the best decision you made in a very long time. Yeah. Yep. Had to go to the post office this morning. It was empty, so you were done in 2 minutes. Had to wait 40 minutes in the cold for the bus home. Do you live in Canada with bad public transit? Makes me feel like at home. Need to blow my nose. Be right back. Okay, I'm alive. Live in the middle of the nowhere with 1 bus an hour. Also, when you say cold, what kind of cold? I know cold sucks either way, but... Okay, so I think that's good. We have the outputs. We're going to need another output, copy, paste to here. Oh, get out of there. Copy, paste to there. 2C, yeah, that's cold. Yeah, my wife and I, let's be honest.
No. I mean, sorta. Walk 8 kilometer. So 8 kilometer, 1 kilometer is like 1.6 miles. So 1 kilometer, 2 mile. It's like, yeah, just over half a mile. Yeah, minus 20. Yeah, it's cold, man. And I don't want to dox Curtis, but where he lives, let's just say there's not a lot of buildings to break the wind. Like, not a lot of buildings at all. We're killing you? Well, I'm sorry. If it's better for your health, you can mute us. All right, can we be clear? Are you saying that walking a kilometer is too little or too much? Like I'm just trying to, or you just can't understand the metric? Because you can just literally, if you have an Android phone, you can literally just ask Gemini to convert it for you. All right, what else? So I want output terminals for the motor. But do I need another output terminal? I can solder right to these pads. I'm going for a compact board. Another 3K. Yeah, I do think walking to somewhere is better than the treadmill, but it's cold as shit outside. Actually, today is going to be warmer. It's going to be a high of -8. Right now, it feels like -20. And here, I'll do a solid for Jackie. -20 C to F. Here you go. -4 F. Less than 1K for the rest. Trying to, like, we do a loop around the neighborhood. Let me see here. Let me see if I can figure out. Oh, no. No. Just gonna plot out a regular path. Okay, to here. To here. Directions. Here. Okay, walk. Okay, there. And then I will drag this. Oh my god. So we go to here. And then to there. And then to there. And then to there. I'm just trying to plot out my regular walking route here. And then to there. Okay, so we do a 3.5 kilometers, so 2.2 mile loop around the neighborhood. Just so yes, it's a matter of fact, Jackie. I don't know what to tell you. These are units. these are these are units. If I don't understand a unit, I look it up. I mean, what do you want? What do you want me to tell you? Minus 20 C++. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what to say, Jackie. Like, the entire world watches U.S. media, and they have to convert when someone goes, the pool is 78, and you know, Europeans are there saying, why are you swimming in soup? They just look it up. It's that simple. I mean, these are real, regular units. There are entire government agencies in the U.S. that do not use imperial. Namely, NASA being one of them. So I don't know what to tell you. Okay, so I think I'm good here. Oh no, wait, I want an I2C connector. Need another 4-pin socket. And since I keep forgetting my standard, let me go look at a OLED. Since we love the I2C. Ground, VCC, SCL, SDA, and I'll always forget which one is SCL, SDA. Ground, VCC. Ground. No, Franco, no. Be nice. Be nice to other viewers. Be nice. I'm gonna be serious here. We do not, thank you. We do not insult other viewers. We do not. I don't stand for it. I know you're just joking, but it's hard to, like, I know you're just joking, but Jackie may not, or, you know, Jackie may not know you like that. We're gonna be nice. We're gonna err on the side of being nice. How's that? Open recent. We need GP 14 and 15. 14 SDA. 14 SDA. 14 SDA. And 15 SCL. 14 SDA, 15 SCL. 14 SDA, and they're backwards. 15, 14. Good morning, Dallas. No, I'm not fixing the microscope until I get 10 Patreons. And at the moment, we are sitting at, yeah, we're only at +2. We are building right now a turntable. Okay, we can save this. I think we are good. Let me see here. What pickup are you going to use? I'm not sure. By the way, Franco, check the participants list, and you'll see why. You'll see why I say be nice. All right, so that's good. Let's make PCB. Oh, maybe I should have signed footprints first. Might be useful. Did KiCad just crash? KiCad just crashed. Interesting. Dallas, I appreciate the thought, but I want things to crash less, not more. I love the idea behind Linux, but half the software I use will not run on it. The most expensive piece of hardware I have in my computer doesn't agree with it. Eventually, it'll be the time where everyone switches to Linux, but that is not right now. All right, so connector, pin header 2.54. Vertical, these guys. Oh, I'll use pin socket to be tighter. Vertical. One by 06. One by 4. All right, so the potentiometer is small, so now we can put a potentiometer through hole. There are some that have 0.1 inch spacing. Yeah, I agree, at some point, but I think Linux's biggest challenge right now is Linux users. First of all, they are a vicious bunch. They are not very welcoming to newcomers, and they are very stuck in their ways. They do not want change. And unless things change, people will just not use Linux. 2.54. Workbench computer is Linux. Impressed how much it improved. For sure. Oh, it's a fantastic piece of software. But the unfortunate part is that the community is so aggressive and so anti-new people. It's not a welcoming community. I find that opinion depends on which distribution. The problem with that, thought, Curtis, actually I gotta make sure the center pin is 2. It is. Problem with that thought, Curtis, is that you'll always get people coming in and being like, well, it's your fault for picking the shitty distro. And it's like, dude, like, what the hell? You know what I mean? It's tough. It's very tough. One of my favorite series. What is this? These are not switches. One of my favorite series is LTT's. Oh, here, I can just show you. YouTube LTT Linux Challenge. So watch this. Watch this one video. Share, copy link. I don't think people are actually moving to Mac. The problem with Mac is it comes with really expensive hardware. Linux can run on what you have now. Big difference. But I will agree that Mac software is way more stable than Linux is. Like, way more stable. So I need I need a switch. Is there no like well regarded do much from the terminal? Yeah, I know you say it works like a charm, but let's play Apex Legends. Let's run Premiere Pro. It doesn't work. Right? I installed 2 Linux distros onto my home theater PC and had to swap back to Windows the next day because it kept crashing. Both installs. And I literally did nothing. And both installs couldn't play 1080p video without stutters. However, Windows works perfectly. So, again, it's not for everyone. What? There's Canna blocks? Oh no, I made a Canna blocks. Never mind. So I installed Linux Mint and I installed Pop! OS. And neither could play 1080p video, even though both of them were selected with NVIDIA GPU, because that's what's in there. None of them could play 1080p without stuttering like crazy. One of them, I don't remember which. I don't remember which, but one of them took me an hour to get audio coming out of an HDMI cable. And both of them had nightmare, both of them had a nightmare time trying to get a network share set up because my network drive is formatted NTFS. And at that point, I was like, you know what? Enough is enough. And oh yeah, and they were crashing. So I was like, that's it. I can't deal with this anymore. I nuked it, installed Windows 10 LTS, Windows 10 IoT edition, and then that's it. So, as much as I would love to use, Linux, at the moment I cannot. You use Ubuntu? You have 2 old laptops with Linux Mint on them for web browsing only. You're a Windows guy. Yeah, and the thing is, I'm so not anti-Linux. It's not even funny. I tried. I really wanted my HTPC needing an update to be my foray into Linux.
I was excited for it. You can ask my wife. I was like, yeah, let's freaking go, because I want to learn how to use Linux properly. So I was going to daily drive it, but it was horrible. It crashed. It stuttered, and now my project is to install Linux into this bad boy. So I've got an older laptop. It's got an old AMD APU, and this will run Linux. Also, good morning, Ian. Your Ubuntu decided to remove itself. Let's just install Linux. Let's just do it now. You guys won't be able to see crap, but here, let me clean up a little bit. We'll install Linux while I'm working on my thing. Yes, it is an HP Pavilion. This was my workhorse before I got my framework. And honestly, I would love to run Linux on my framework. Love to. No AutoCAD Inside Out. Found KiCad cumbersome, albeit you like it. Yep. Yeah, so that's the thing. That's why I am learning coding. You can go on my GitHub and take a look at what I'm currently learning. I'm learning coding because nothing works the way I want it to. And so I will just fork my own features in. That's the plan. Okay. So you guys won't be able to see crap, but once we get it loaded, we're gonna see if we can use the HDMI out, and I'll put it up on screen. So I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. Where is my USB with Ventoy? Here it is. I don't know how to get into the BIOS in here. So I have Cache on this. I was thinking of using Cache. Let me check how to get into the BIOS in an HP Pavilion. Yeah. How to get into the BIOS of HP Pavilion. Great. Key varies by manufacturer. This is, look, look how dumb this is. This is HP's website, hp.com. The key varies by manufacturer. So F1, F2, F10, delete or escape. So F1, F2, F10, delete, escape. Doing the old jazz hands here. Oh. Oh, the CMOS battery is dead. Well, that's great. Oh, got it. What? Okay, one of those was wrong because it just brought me to self-diagnostics. So now I have to do everything but that one. Oh, what is this? No, that's Windows. Nope, that's Windows. I could pull the hard drive, and then I'll have to boot from Ventoy. Maybe I can just run
Hold on, maybe I can just double click and run Ventoy. Hang on, let's try just F12 then. I can hard reset. Here, we'll do ITT F12. Or delete. Fine, F12 and delete. Come on, you piece of poo. Yes? Getting Windows ready. That is not at all what I wanted. It's not F12 or delete. Next. Okay, what's the next guess? Go escape. You're saying it's F9. Oh. Startup menu. BIOS setup. Oh, F9 is boot device. F9, okay, we will take. Yep. Enter to select that option. Verification failed. Enroll key from disk. Continue boot. Security violation. Okay. So I have to unlock my BIOS. Recovery. See advanced repair. Use a USB drive. This one. This one. I'm going to see if it'll boot into Ventoy. Verification failed. Okay. Okay, this is not working. I need to change the BIOS on your Lenovo the other day. Yeah. Okay, I need to change the BIOS to let me use non-secure. Yeah, escape for boot options. Yeah, that's what I'm using. Okay, BIOS, that's F10. There's F10. Okay, how do I allow me? My God, the screen. Jesus Christ. Do you hear that? It's beeping at me. Okay. Okay, it doesn't let me go down. Security. TPM device available. TPM state. Disable. Clear TPM. Okay, I'll see if I can change the boot. So language. So we'll security, TPM disabled. Boot options, here we go. Okay, USB boot enabled. Boot order. OS boot manager, no, that's not what I want. I can't change it. Secure boot. BIOS performs crypto. No, I can disable secure boot. Good. Legacy support. I will enable that. Maybe not. Okay, let's USB boot enabled. Yeah, that's good. Post hotkey delay controls the amount of time given to press the function key. Oh boy. Dell laptop stays on screen of the BIOS just before it boots. Okay, so let's save this. Secure boot is now off. Exit saving settings. Yep. Okay, so let's see if it'll boot now to my USB. Okay, so boot device F9. There we go. Boot from hard drive. Security violation. Okay, let's try again. I guess we have to enable, maybe we have to clear the TPM. Let's go BIOS setup, F10. Hang on, I'm gonna check on, I'm gonna ask my good friend. Let's go here. I am trying to install Linux on my HP Pavilion from 2018 AMD A12, I think. And when I try to boot to my USB drive, it says security violation. I disabled TPM in BIOS, but there is an option to clear TPM. Should I do this? Yeah, probably have to disable something. Don't recognize software, not letting it in. Yeah. No, don't need to clear TPM. Could lock you out of your Windows data. No, I've already done that. Secure boot. You can actually leave this on. That's fine. Disable secure boot. Configuration boot options. Secure boot already done. Look for legacy support and enable it. Okay. Yeah. Good, good, good. Okay, we're good. So just let's enable legacy boot because secure boot should be off. Configuration, boot options, and then secure boot. Oh, it's enabled. Should be disabled. That didn't save. Save. Yes. So just by the way, it's escape that you want. Didn't work. I don't have any sure start anything. There's no sure start options. F9. security violation. So what's happening, I'm going to go back into the BIOS. It's not saving. So if I go back to the BIOS, F10, boot options, secure boot is enabled. Still. Okay, so the BIOS isn't saving my secure boot, disabling what now? Secondary verification step. Go back to the BIOS, disable secure boot, enable legacy support, F10, save and exit. This message will change you. Oh, okay. Security, set up password, simple password. Okay, we're gonna try this. We're gonna turn on legacy support as well. Okay, so secure boot, disabled, legacy support, enabled. Yep. We're gonna press F10, saving changes, yes. We're gonna look for some lettering. Oh, yeah, true. 9810, 9810, enter. That's saved. Okay. So should be able to, so that's saved. That makes sense. Boot device, F9. Look at this, I could be IT. This one, yep. Ventoy is up. You guys can't see it. I actually don't even know. Yeah, I don't even know. Okay, so what's the choice here? We've got Linux Mint with Cinnamon. We got Pop OS. Oh, I didn't put Cache on here? Are you freaking... Oh, yeah, Cache OS. Cache OS it is. Boot in normal mode. Welcome to Cache OS. Cache OS? I don't know. Okay, here it goes. Make sure you've disabled fast boot from within Windows. I'm installing Cache OS, so it's going to get nuked. So it's installing now. Again, you guys can't see crap. There you go. Whoop, that's me. Use passphrases instead of passwords. Franco. Use a sentence instead. But yes. Welcome, River. So like instead of using a password like whatever, just use like Franco loves pork pies, and put some punctuation in there too. And the thing is, it's easier to remember than a obscure password, but it uses way more sentences. Actually, you know what, Franco, for you it doesn't matter, because you're running like Windows 7 and you're connected to the internet. If anyone wants your information, they've got it. I wouldn't do banking on your computer if I were you. Still installing, 1 minute, 30 seconds. You probably have like 18 Trojans already in your system. So this is just loading. It still hasn't installed. This is just loading the live environment, by the way. That's one thing I wish Linux wouldn't do. I wish it would just give me the option to just install, because now we're loading all this for nothing. Your notes are now updated. Nice. Okay, got a cache screen. Welcome to CachyOS. Launch installer. Finally. My Sun Eater. Launch installer. What do you mean? No. I don't need an internet connection. Just install from what you did. So can I not install then? Middle click. Wow, thanks Cashy. Middle click to turn on airplane mode. I don't have a middle click. Okay, let me put my password in here to get internet. It's kind of silly that you need internet to install it, right? Enable Wi-Fi. Okay, how do I get to Wi-Fi networks though? This one. Okay, connect. So you can not install? What? No, it's telling me my CachyOS is too old? This is a bad experience. That's not true. I installed Mint. System boot default. I installed Mint and Pop! OS without internet. So I'm not sure if this is installing or not. Like I don't know what it's doing. Okay, now it's installing. Okay. American English. Sure, can we just put Canadian? Okay. No Canadian. Well, I have to say, Windows has an option for Canadian English. So I'm not a fan of that. Okay, we're going to let this install. Oh, welcome. Program will ask you questions and set up Okay. Yes, Toronto. Good. English. There's no English Canada. Okay. Thanks for nothing. Yes. Erase disk. Delete everything. Yep. God, this, what's BTRFS? Is there a default? How's it going? I can't read that far. Superfly UK. Does anybody have an opinion on what file system? BTRFS, XFS, ext4, F2FS, ZFS, Bcachefs? I would like to use NTFS, but it's not here. Anybody have any opinion? I think probably my second complaint now. Third complaint? I don't know. One big complaint I have right now is that there should be a default. New recommended file system. Okay. ext4 is most standard with XFS as a close second. BTR. Okay, ext4 seems to be the most recommendations. Oh, MT at BTR. I don't know who's trolling me. I'm gonna go BTR. Whatever. BTRFS. Next. I don't care about the data on here. I kind of like cinnamon. Yeah, I'm going cinnamon. Cinnamon. Next. Never heard about CachyOS. It's just a super fast. It's just a super fast pared down Linux. My full name, Dan. Dan. Choose a password. Keep your account safe. My password is too short. Okay. Here we go. Password is okay. Password, they do match. I think you're wrong. God, this touchpad is horrible. Okay, next. Let me see, back to there. All right, install. Install now. There we go. Hey, it's making a FAT32 partition. Get it. I'm actually pretty excited to have Windows install. Hopefully this one doesn't crash like crazy, because the two other installs I did this year were absolute garbage. I had to revert back to Windows. And then all the Linux fanboys out there, okay, they tell me that my hardware must have been too bad, like too old. It wasn't old. It is an old PC. It's my home theater PC. However, Windows 10 runs it perfectly, so I don't know what to say. I want to see if the 10-year-old iMac can keep up with 1080p encoding. Nice. Installer. No, I appreciate the options here. But, however, So as much as I appreciate the options, I would like every installer, that includes Windows, okay, to be able to check, like, set it to the most private options possible and use defaults, like basically 2 buttons. There should be a way to do like a custom install and an express install. And I think, honestly, every install, like including Windows, should be, you know, like set me up with the defaults, and, you know, you click the privacy settings and whatever. That's it. There should be like 2 options. Or go in and decide to do whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you can go customize it too. You should have the choice. If you use auto install scripts, okay. So if my mom can't do it on her own, it's not correct. Gerald said something, use all the OSs, like them all, hate them all. I think, this is my hot take, the best OS you can install right now, and I will not tell you how to get it, is Windows 10 IoT Extended Support version. I think it's called LTSC, LTSC. It is right now the best. 4 hours doing updates, yeah. So no OS is perfect, but I think that one's the closest one. Windows 10 IoT edition. I also downloaded the Windows 11 IoT edition, but I haven't used it yet, so I can't say anything about it. But Windows 10 IoT edition, LTSC, phenomenal. XP was not perfect, Franco. I went back to XP a few years ago just for funsies, and it was crap. It was the worst experience. And I used to love XP. I went XP, 7, and 10 in that order. And I will say 7 was better than XP. And I'm coming around to 10 is better than 7. So that's where I'm sticking. Anyways, coffee time. I'll be right back. Yeah, everyone just got really used to XP. Yeah, XP SP3 is probably the longest I've used an OS for aside from 10. Be right back, folks. I'm back. So, for it being so quick, this is installing slow as shit. Now, I know the AMD A12 wasn't the best processor, but it is what it is. All right, let's I have to wipe up a little bit of my mess there. I think I found my found my cloth the other day. She's a bit of a mess, but it is what it is. There we go. Thank you, thank you. Welcome back. Welcome back to the stream, everyone. So this is now at 59%. So we've got a while to go. We'll let that chug away as I work on my circuit board here. Okay. All right, we are assigning footprints. All right, so U1 is my Pi Pico. RP 2040. This one. And U2 is a really shitty band. Kidding. There we go. Okay. It should be good. So let's save this. Shouldn't be any DRC. Errors too. Power input pin not driven by any output pins. U2 pin 10. I don't have any power in. Actually, and I put this as VCC. This should be 5 volts. That's a good catch. That's a good catch. That's a good catch. This is not this. This is 5 volts. And then that means that this one, oops, not ground, 5 volts. I should probably put a 5 volt in. I'm going to put 2 test pads. Well, the power in was coming from the USB. Let's put it. How's the Linux installed? All done. May restart into your new system. Yes, restart now. Oh my God, this touchpad sucks. Done. Oh my God, this is so slow. Holy crap. this laptop is now so slow. Let's hope that once it's restarted, it's not that slow, because it felt incredibly slow. Old touchpads were bad. I agree. Let me go. I don't want to go all the way upstairs to get my mouse. I'm gonna suffer with the touchpad. CachyOS, yeah. Oh wait, can I remove this? Should be able to. I actually don't. The one on the framework is very good, I have to say. I think it might be crashing. I think it's hung. It's not. I don't think it's working. You just push on the touchpad for the buttons. Guys, you guys all saw this. This was not me. The laptop is dead. Tell me again how Linux is the best. There's nothing. There's three dots in the screen. Oh my god. Hold on a second. Do this. I gotta do this. I gotta do this. There's three dots on the screen. That's it. It's dead. Oh, it loaded. Okay. Okay, it just took forever. Holy crap. This took twice the amount of time than the Windows 10 install did. Wow. That is not a good sign. Maybe it's just first boot jitters. I'm giving this a lot of slack here. No, you don't judge, Gerald, but there are, like, literally, Dallas walked in here and said, "Yo, bro, use Linux." Okay, so here we go. All right. So give me a couple of everyday tasks and I will attempt to do them on Linux. I probably will plug in a capture card too. Let me see if I can find my capture card. So you guys talk amongst yourselves, figure out like 10 everyday tasks, and I will attempt to do them on Linux. Don't tell me how to do them. Just tell them just tell me like simple tasks. Still, where is this? Gray? What the fuck is this? Oh, that's a label printer. Where is my capture card? Where has the good capture cards gone? 3D printing filament. Install KiCad. Install Discord. Okay, KiCad. Well, I need my. Where did I put it? Can one of you come over real quick and help me find my capture card? So KiCad should be an easy one. And also, do not say in the chat how to do these tasks. I am going to figure it out. But anyways, as I was saying, KiCad should be a simple one because KiCad has a native Linux version. So I will go and figure out which package manager shipped with Cache, and then I will check it. I will check it to find a version of KiCad. That is my plan. If I could ever find a capture card. If I had $1 million, if I had $1 million, I'd buy myself another capture card, 'cause my capture card is lost. Copy a large file from USB. Copy over a project and open the schematic PCB. Name a project. I've done both of these on your LinMac. It's having it not crash. I feel like, ITT, I feel like you have a bias against Linux. You see, I don't have a bias because I want to like it. But it's very hard to like when 2 out of the 3 last installs were crashing every single day. And in fact, the last install, which was Pop! OS, I think it was Pop! OS, it would crash in like 15 minutes. Like literally 15 minutes of being on, bam, gone. DOA. It would just die. So as much as I want to like it, it has to actually work long enough for me to work with it. Oh, how the hell did a hard drive fall? Oh, it fell from there. Okay, that makes sense. Let's see. You guys all saw that I owned a capture card. You guys saw it. Literally bought it. It's a Ugreen Jobby. Not in here, not in here. Who would be here hanging out for a cleaning stream where you can't see shit on video, but I'm just bitching about the fact that I haven't cleaned in so long in the background while I clean? Would you guys hang out for that? Some of you would. Some of you definitely would not. I hit it. Go up to a toilet break. Yeah, I figured. Figured somebody did it. That's really weird. Have had no issues with Linux. So my hardware is a AMD Phenom X4 959 Black Edition. So that's the quad-core variant. And a NVIDIA GTX, not RTX, GTX 550 Ti by Zotac. 16 gigs of RAM, DDR3, mind you, and a terabyte SATA SSD. And it would just constantly crash. The first install, the Linux Mint install with Cinnamon Desktop, that one crashed only after I managed to share a network drive. The other one, the Pop! OS install, it would crash constantly from the get-go. Just completely leave the chat, as we say, because I'm a good streamer. Oh. No, that was close. HDMI switch. It's in this area, though. So yeah, that one would just leave the chat every 15 minutes. And before you ask, yes, I did download the correct version of both Linux Mint and Pop! OS. I believe, one of the two used the same install for AMD graphics cards or old NVIDIA cards. So the other one needed something very specific. So I tried both of those. Didn't work. And neither of them could play back 1080p video smoothly. It wouldn't happen if you didn't put you in charge. Yeah. I understand the past, but 10 years ago, had to work for 5 years with no problem. Now it's completely unusable. My partner doesn't come down here. She only comes down here when I ask her to. Especially in winter, because it is several degrees cooler down here than the rest of the house. And she is already ice cold. She's already frozen, completely frozen to the point where she's like wearing layers and still shivering. And so, yeah, she doesn't come down here. But I need to organize it, not for her. She lets me do my own thing. I need to organize it for me. Because this is silly that I am right now trying to access a $40-ish piece of equipment that I have purchased for the stream. And I cannot access it because I cannot find it. So that's a bit ridiculous. And I understand that. But the thing is, I don't even know where it could be. What is this? Oh, that's okay. That's the box for that. So it doesn't even make sense to me why I can't find it. Because it was on the surface of the crap, but then other crap went on top, and so I don't know where it is. She said you need to organize the place the other day. Yes, but that's not for her. You know what? We don't give each other orders. You know what I mean? She needs to organize her stuff too. And she's just reminding me of that. My wife is a super awesome lady. Would not trade her for anybody. Definitely would not. Ugh. And I don't, like, she's not even watching, so it's not even, I'm not even just saying this for her benefit. She's busy working, bringing home the bacon. Okay, maybe it fell into this abyss. That is possible. That's paperwork. That's an old PCB. Maybe. Nope. At some point I'm gonna have to give up. Not there. This is silly because I know exactly what it looks like and where it should fit. So this is not making any sense to me. Oh, no. It's to your left, no, your other left. No. The thing is, I know, like, this place isn't like an archaeological dig site. So there's a lot of logic into where things are. But the problem is, just like an archaeological dig site, there are layers. And sometimes you got to dig through the layers to get to where you're going. And it's funny because I'm reminded of the capture card. Oh, was it here the whole time? Oh, I'm an idiot. It was on this. It was on the surface layer. It was on the surface layer. I'm reminded because ITT had actually commented on this. So now I just realized there might be a problem because my wife might have my HDMI cable stash because she was doing her own thing with it. Okay, there is an HDMI cable here. Okay, so step one. It's funny because I looked inside the box where this was like multiple times. So step one is, do I need to install any drivers for HDMI capture to work? So let's put the poll. Poll. Will Linux handle HDMI out properly? Yes. No. I haven't a clue. There we go. There we go. No worries. HDMI 1 would work on this, but this is this is the branded Ugreen HDMI cable, so we should be good. Okay, so let's plug in here. Hey, vote in the poll then. If you're so confident, USB-C to here, USB 3 to here. There we go. HDMI. HDMI to here. So far, 50% say yes. And I do notice that I did say properly. Properly. Okay, and HDMI in. HDMI in. There we go. Ooh, the screen just dimmed. Something happened. Something happened. Let's go. Let's add a new scene. Wait, there should be a capture. This one. Okay. Properties. And then custom. Oops, 1920 by 1080. Okay. Did that work? It worked. Okay. So in poll, 29% of you are wrong. Let's see. How do we change the screen? So on this, it's this. Okay, there we go. Now we're mirrored. That's good. Okay. Okay, so here it goes. So, one thing I have to ask though, can I disable location everything's? Can I make sure I won't dox myself? Okay, apparently clicking doesn't work in Linux. No. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh my god. Power saver. Balanced. Can I just have like full power? Power settings. Power. Power mode. Why is there no like full power? Whatever. Anyways. Let's just hope there's no doxing involved here. Privacy notice. You're in control of your data. Can I just turn off all the want to turn off all the everything. Wrote questions in the opposite way you said in vocal. You asked if you need a driver. Will Linux handle HDMI out properly? Yes, no. Yes, this is CachyOS, Gerald. Okay, privacy and security. Standard. Don't need to ask to save. Nope. Can I just tell Firefox to never show location? Permissions, location. Block new requests accessing your location. Okay. Whatever. That's good enough. Okay. Let's go to KiCad. All right. So there should be no, not files. There should be a package manager. Actions. Applets. Kernel. Package manager. Okay. Okay. KiCad. Click. Click. KiCad. Okay, don't like this interface, but I can understand it. Install. Okay. Need a password. Makes sense. Makes sense. Whoop, that's not the right thing. Need a password. Authenticate. Okay. Oops, that's the wrong screen. This is the screen I want. Proceed with installation. Yes. I don't know why there's double yes. Retrieving packages. It's talking about my package. Well, Firefox deduces where you are based on your IP. I wanted to not do that, if possible. Processing finished successfully. Okay. Okay. Wow. Okay. Did you guys see that? Let me don't forget, This is a laptop from like 2018. Watch this. 3, 2, 1, go. Wow. That is cool. Look how fast that runs. That is awesome. Okay. That I didn't show the keyboard. I removed it, didn't I? I showed it by accident because of how it's labeled. Okay, so KiCad opened fast as hell. I have to say that was very impressive. Great White North. You have a neighbor named Jane. Do I? Okay. All right. Let's see. Is there any video editing tools? So there's KDEN Live, I think, video. That's player, Kden Live, yeah. NLE for using the whatever. You know what? The mouse moves smoothly. That's nice. Okay, what else do I install? So I'll install Kden Live. Install. Need password. I can do without that. That one. It's because it does not have to go through the window first. DaVinci Resolve runs on Linux. Oh, apparently DaVinci is the problem child. Have you installed DaVinci on Linux? Oh, gotcha, Gerald. I didn't know. Did you try to install Resolve on Linux? Because apparently it is a pain in the ass. There are specific files you need to import. It's not just an install. We can try it though. I don't know if it'd be in the package manager. Okay, that finished. Video. Okay, so it's not in here. So let's try installing it. Oh, Firefox does open very slowly. DaVinci Resolve. Okay. Resolve 20. Oh. Okay. Can you just download? Download. Download? Download. What's new? Fusion, Fairlight, collaboration, panels, tech specs. Sure. Can it just download? Products. Where's the download? Download. Linux. Can I start your download here? Linux. No. Dan. None ya business. Dan at simpleelectronics.ca. Phone 999 444 1919. That's a French joke. country, Canada, street 123, none, yeah, business, we'll make it a crescent, city, Ottawa, Ontario, H-O-H-O-H-O. Yes, this is a real postal code. It is the postal code for Santa Claus. Download for Linux. There we go. We're just waiting now. OBS Studio was there. So we'll try. OBS, yes, OBS. Let's install OBS. It shouldn't ask me again, right? For my password. Really? Again? Again? Oh. You'll get asked that a lot. What is the French joke? 4441919. Is there a notepad? Writer. Notes. Is there a writing something? It doesn't matter. So 4441919. So the 444, if you say it in French, it sounds like a nice. 444 in French, cat, cat, cat. That sounds like the noise that a chicken makes. And 1919, it's 1919. And because the 1, the 1, ends with an N, and 9 starts with an N, the two kind of blend together. So neuf means 9, but F means egg. So it sounds like you're saying 444, which is the sound the chicken makes, cat, 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 and then un neuf, which means one egg, one egg. So chicken noises, and then one egg, one egg. That's why it's a French joke. So, yeah. Okay, so that was good. What else do I need here? Let's see if OBS runs. OBS Studio. Streaming, recording is secondary. I just thought of something. Let me just cover the webcam. Oh, there are 2 webcams on here. Is this for Windows Hello? Webcam covered. Next. Base canvas resolution 1080. Sure. Next. Don't need that. Front-end tools. Please update or remove these plugins. I don't have plugins. This is the package manager. Okay, can I capture display? Display capture. Display capture. Select a display to capture. There we go. It is indeed capturing the display, so that's good. Is there audio? No audio. Look at this. You see this? There's no audio. Properties. Device. Okay. There's no audio. The audio is bungled. input, built-in microphone. Oh, there we go. Does that work? Yeah, it's just maxed out. There we go. It does work. Okay, there is audio. MLT TDBP41. Making it like the damn blueprint for once. Wow. That's a good one. All right, so that works. Anything else? I'm listening to your... that mic is very not happy. I did just cover it with tape as well. Oh, is this download? Downloaded. Okay. I actually don't know how to... I don't know where it went. Let's... files. Downloads. I mean, that makes sense. It goes there. Okay. Here. What? You can't right-click and have a context menu? Okay, that's weird. How do you unzip? Open? Unknown file type. Do I need to install 7-zip? Uh-oh. Choose a program? Is there a zip? Zip? Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope. Gemini. Help me. Well, the package manager doesn't have Resolve in it. How do I unzip a file in Cache OS? File manager, GUI, shipped with Dolphin or Thunar. Right click, extract. Yeah, that's what I thought. Right click. Properties. Dan. No. So here's the package manager. Zip, maybe it's archive. Nope. Repo. Console output. Popular applications. Games, graphics, mail, multimedia. Converter. There's all sorts of pirating stuff you can do here. Other. Terminal. CD downloads. Unzip file name.zip. Ensure Arc is installed. Arc. Darktable. Okay, hang on. Oh. 7-zip. Linux. Linux. .tarxz. I don't know what I'm actually running. Whatever. YOLO! Unknown file type. um. Okay, so we got not very far before the terminal is necessary. Where's all the fanboys in the chat? Where is the fanboys? Okay, let's go terminal. You suck. Fish, unknown command. Okay, CD downloads. The directory downloads, CD downloads. Okay, ls. Okay, DaVinci Resolve Linux. Okay, what did Gemini say? Unzip. Unzip. Let's go 7Z. End of central directory not found. Files not a zip file or constitutes one disk. Okay. Unzip. DA. Inflating. 7-zip will need the tar command. I don't even know what you mean. Tar is where the dinosaurs died, right? In the tar pits. Also, is there like a system speed? System... How do I look? Resource monitor. Oh yes, my Windows key works. Terminal size too small. Dude, it's my computer. I tell you it's too small. Is this still working? I don't know if this worked. Linux.run. Sure. I don't know if I clicked it or not. There's no like visual indicator. Hello? Double click the installer package. Enter the root password. Double click, you say. That's a double click. Right click, open. I don't think this is working. CPU is doing nothing, 12%. Yeah, I'm trying to Linux and it hasn't gone well. Okay, so this is unzipped, right? This is no longer unzipping. Am I nuts? Okay, run. Go. Unknown file command run. How do you just like run something? What's the command for like go? Do this one. Go. Unknown command do. LSI. LSI. Capital I. LSI. Duh. They did nothing. SH. SH. Duh. No such file. Oops. SH. Duh. No such file. SH. Duh. Linux.run. Cannot execute binary file. Linux is so much easier than Windows. Yes, I have that. It doesn't work. It says not binary. No binary. So we've exported this. I really don't know how to. So we've exported it. We're here. It says unzip the package. From the file browser, double-click the installer. Oh my God. By the way, look. This is the instructions. If you join me on your test stream tonight, you'll poke around your Linux install and try some of these. I mean, I'll try, but it depends what time. Strawberry, I agree. Welcome to the stream. But this goes to my point of earlier, is that in order for people to jump into Linux, they are going to need to fix this crap. Because right now, I can use Kdenlive. I can do that, but I can't use Pro Tools. Ew, 60 frames per second. Look at this. Do you see this? Do you see how this is not lined up? This is native Linux. Oh, and I also cannot move this. Are you seeing this, guys? This is like not lined up. How do I full screen this? Hello? I can minimize it. Ubuntu would run into the same issues. Sorry. Can I go Alt-Enter? No, hotkeys don't work. Settings. Configure. Timeline tools, environment, plugin, MISC. Hello. So, okay, so can't install DaVinci. Can't use Kden, because there's no one there with MS and looks like DaVinci prefers Red Hat-based distributions like Rocky. Not a fan of that.
Okay, so we cannot run Premiere, and we cannot run DaVinci. See, and Strawberry, there goes another thing. They say it's not Linux's problem. You picked the wrong operating system. That's all. I hear that all the time. And I say there's like 4,300 Linux installs. So if you pick another one that works with the one thing you want to do, guess what? Something else is going to be broken. I want to love Linux. I truly want to. But when I can't even do like basic stuff, and especially like it has its own, doing editing in this PC is a bad idea. No, it's not a bad idea, because it doesn't matter. I don't know how to explain this to you. This PC is an analog for any PC. Try dr install again. What's dr install? Oh, DaVinci Resolve. Get good, yeah, see? There we go. There we go. Thank you for proving my point, Strawberry. Literally, toxic community. You guys all saw that it wouldn't install, and yet it is me that needs to get good. I think the Linux community is one of the worst parts of Linux. Exactly. This is exactly, thank you. You just proved my point. You have done a great service to my point. And in fact, if you go onto the LTT, if you go watch the LTT video, this one, you will see exactly the same point made there. You can retract your message all you want. The damage is done. You've proven my point. And it's just sad because I want to use Linux. I want to run Linux. And this is why I need to learn how to code. I mean, if you feel like that, Johnny, you're welcome to leave. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I also can't tell if you're being serious or not. I've been using it for 30 plus years. It's quite rewarding though when you do find something that works for you. Yeah, for sure. Only people you watch really using Linux use the terminal 80% of the time. Yep. Yep, that's exactly it. And I would be totally fine if Linux wanted to live in their little little bubble, but don't come on to every single person using Windows and say, "Bro, just install Linux. It's so much better." Because again, that's a toxic trait of the community. And how long did it take for us to get someone here to say, "Bro, just install Linux"? There, I installed it. Now I can't do my work. You know what I'm saying? Linux has too many distros beyond a global fix. Yeah, absolutely. I also trust me when I say I so want Linux to be good.
Also, the login screen is on the wrong screen. I can't log in because I can't see this. 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 Okay, I can't switch screens. If I go function this, I can't switch screens until I log in. Give me a second. People are more forgiving of Microsoft's quirks. Yeah. Of course. People are more forgiving to Microsoft's quirks. Okay, now can I switch screens? Oh my god, this is incredibly broken behavior. Okay, we're good. Because in the end, it at least runs your software. You've daily driven Linux for years now, with Windows 11 dual booted for the few games application that requires it. Yeah, again, yeah, I agree. Did we drive away a viewer, by the way? Let's see if they're still in here. Participants. Yep, gone. Just came to shit on Windows and then shit on the user. Okay, so are we trying DaVinci Resolve again? We have a few minutes. We will re-download it. DaVinci Resolve download. Dan, none ya business. Oh. Canaderp. What I'm telling you is I don't think that the numbers support that hypothesis ITT. Oh, great. And I didn't notice the spam button here. Okay, are we downloading this again? Nope. No, it won't download at all. Do you need the spam button to be clicked? Oh, look. You do. Wow. I would not see Windows work so much. OS user graph over time. So here, so that is tablet. That's not what we're looking for. Smartphone. Smartphone. Look at Android. Blah. Rocketing. Okay, so here we go. So let's check Mac OS. Mac OS seems to be going down. So Linux 2.7, that's down, that's up, that's down. Mac OS is down, up, down. It's actually hard to get a real number here. A lot of equipment, other things, end users never touch, yeah. Yep, that is very true. Because here in 2016, Mac OS, oh Jesus Christ. 2016, here, let's go all the way down. 2015, Mac OS is 5.51%, and Linux is 1%. And today, 8%, and Linux is 2.51. I think it's going the other way. Is this done? Okay. What's the... Is it Pac-Man? Pac-Man. Sudo Pac-Man install 7-zip. Password. Error. No operation. Okay. Sudo Pacman. How to get 7-zip Pacman. Run sudo pacman -s p7-zip. Yeah, that's so good to know. Sudo pacman -s p7-zip p7-zip invalid. Oh, capital S. Sudo pacman -s p7-zip. Two providers. Oh, there's CachyOS. Yeah, let's do that. Yes. Okay. 7-zip is not in here yet. Do I have to restart? Files. Okay. Am I doing this completely wrong? So 7-zip is installed. Okay, how to get 7-zip to unzip a file in Linux. Seven zip x file name. Okay. CD downloads. Okay. 7-zip x. What's it called again? DA. Yep. There. Okay. Need to use, yeah, whatever. There are nerds that think it's important. You say, yeah, sudo. It's super user do, isn't it? So it's sudo. Sudo code. Open. My DaVinci Resolve won't run, installer won't run in CachyOS because install via R. Use Paru or Yay to install the package. Are we reading this? Are we hearing this? Read this. Use Paru or Yay. Sure, let's do this. Let's install Yay. Paste. There are 15 providers. I don't freaking know. 1. Yes. Yes. Terminal works 99.9% of the time. Generally, the problem is user, like in any code. I don't think the terminal is a bad experience. But it's okay. Some Linux user will be here in no time to tell us to just get good. Does this mean it's done or what? Okay. Now can I install it? Is it installed? No. I'm confused. Am I supposed to do this? Sudo. Oh, what is going on? I'm missing something here. Log file. What is going on? I think there's text here, but I can't read it. What am I doing? I can't read this. It's like white on white. No, probably not. We're almost done for the day. Preferences. Colors. Screw off. Dark. Close. I don't know what's going on. I'm just pressing enter. End. 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 Escape. End. What the hell is going on here? What just happened? Do I have it or not? It's showing me instructions. Well, what the hell? Could it just have said that? Preload. DaVinci Resolve Studio install. It says nothing. This is all nonsense. This means nothing. I was looking through the install script. How do I just run it though? Giver. Enter a number. I don't freaking know. 1. Proceed to review. No. Okay. Paste. Resolving dependencies. 1. Yes. Okay. End. Now, how do you say go? How do you say go? Have a good one, MT. Go. So this is the end. Very good. How do I make it go now? Q? Yes. Password for me. Is this... Okay, it's doing something now. Jesus Christ. This is such a pain. How do people deal with this on a daily basis? You don't? So you just decide, okay, I can't do video editing on this machine now. Failure, downloading file, aborting. So it's not working. So this is all crap. Yep, DaVinci just will not install. You know what's easy? On Windows, you just go open and it works. What? It started working now. Start install. Is this going to show? It's going to show. Okay, give me a second. People are wrong. Here it goes. Probably because you just installed the Java runtime. I have no idea what any of this is. And you know why? Because I use Windows and I just right click and install it and it works. I don't have to deal with all this shit. I don't need to have a degree in IT to use the machine I paid for. Much of the Linux community are crazy people. No. What? No, I think that's accurate. Again? Oh my god. Dude, just like remember, it's been 30 seconds. Oh. No, this is not a learning curve. This is unacceptable. There's a difference between I know what learning curve is. This is unacceptable. Done. Finish. Here it goes. Now, don't expect this to be fast. This computer is old. So it doesn't need to be fast. It just needs to be functional. How do you know if something is working? Okay, CPU is at 80%. Now it's at 7%. So I will say it is not running. I think it's fair to say it's not running. Yeah, it's not running. So it does not run. Did it delete itself from my start menu? Oh no, all applications. DaVinci Resolve. It will not run. It doesn't even try to run. So it definitely doesn't run. What is this? 1. Unknown file type. Yeah, thanks. There's not a single file type you do know, buddy. Okay, let's install VS Code. Shall we? Let's try. If there's one thing Linux is good for, to to your point, Linux is not ready. Yeah, no. It's don't worry about that, Curtis, because KDE is crap too. Kden Live, so it has nothing to do with that. So basically, now I know for sure that I either have to pick a distro that has great. There's no VS Code. I need to pick a distro that has specific carve-outs for yeah, no VS Code. I have to pick a distro that has specific carve-outs for DaVinci Resolve, or not. I could never install it on my laptop, essentially. Okay, so let's see if there is a VS Code. Download for Linux. What? I have two options for a Linux install. .deb and .rpm. What gives? And poke around mine a bit. Feels a little bit more mature than CachyOS. Deb. All of these. None of these are Arch, right? Which one for CachyOS? I don't know what yay is, but I'm not saying yay right now. Sudo pacman s paru s package name. Okay, but what's the package name? Oh my god, get out of here. Get out of here. Other platforms. CLI x64. What the hell did you just download? Yes, let me just install random packages. Looking for a package called crap. Yeah, no kidding. Okay, so like they say, oh, it's easy. You just run whatever. So you go like sudo pacman s VS Code. Not found. VS Code. So where do you find like what VS Code is called? Where is the list? Is there a list? Is there a list where you can find what Pacman can install? Dude, stop. Dallas. Because what I'm saying is you're not going to be in chat in 4 hours when I'm looking for something. Okay, package support. Okay, where do I find it? Packages. VS Code. Okay, so this is what I was looking for. Okay, does it do Da Vinci? It does. Okay, good. Red Hat and Debian-based distros, don't know enough about Pacman. Let's say I want... Here, let's go Adobe anything. Not really. Okay. Let's say I want Thonny. Okay, Thonny is there. Yeah, I know, Adobe's a lost cause. Okay, so KiCad should be in here too. Although KiCad was directly in the package manager. Okay, and so, all right, so we want VS Code. So, okay, now how do I know what's VS Codium? Open source software binaries. So how do you pick between all of these? I guess popularity. Okay, let's grab this. Okay, so sudo pacman. Don't know what -s does. And then I can't go Control V, right? No, of course not. Control Shift V. That just deleted all my shit. Thank you. Is there a good way to paste? Shift Insert. Just looking, I don't think this keyboard has insert. This keyboard doesn't have an insert. It's pretty bad when your software doesn't even support a popular keyboard layout. That's bad. I've got page up, page down, end, home, numlock, delete, 2 deletes. Oh, there, insert. Function 0, shift. Okay, yeah, so shift function 0. Dude, I went into the Arch repository. I went there. Target not found. It's not found. I don't know what to tell you. Pacman. Is it 2? Help. Yep. Sync? I don't even know what sync means. So, okay, Dallas, you seem like you want to help. So instead of just like, just commanding me to do stuff, can you tell me why Paru? I don't even know what Paru is. So why I have Pacman installed, right? You can see I have it installed. So what is Paru? I have no idea what this is. Is it just Russian Pacman because it's Paru? What is Paru? What is Paru Linux? It's an R helper, basically a Pac-Man wrapper. Written in Rust. Yeah. One of the original Yay developers. I don't even know what Yay is. Yet another Yaourt. What is Yaourt? Jesus Christ. Yet another repository tool. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. You guys just need to get together. Paru. Whatever. -S. Shift function this. I didn't copy this. What is going on? Oh my God. Okay. Paru. -S. We'll copy again in the R. Copy. Back to here. I don't know, man. Paste sucks. Linux cannot paste worth half a shit. Did you know, by the way, you cannot Control-C and Control-V in the terminal? Do you know? Did you know this? Yet it is so great. Guess I will do it like Jan in accounting. Right-click paste. Sure, yes. Control-Shift is not Control-C. I'm just going to press Enter all the way. Enter all this crap. And then I need to press Q. Nowhere does it say press Q. Here we go. Let's see if we got VS Code. Where did it say press Q? Nowhere does it say press Q. Proceed to review. Yes. Oh, look, it's there, but it scrolled up 7 screens. Man, if I wanted to do Terminal Simulator, I think I would just play Bitburner or something. So it didn't say complete here. It says updating desktop MIME file. Okay. Do we have VS Code? After all of this pain, finally go away. Go away. Done. Finally, my Sun Eater. God, this was such a painful experience. It took us 3 hours to fail to install DaVinci and to install VS Code. And DaVinci, look, I've got all these files that would do shit. You can't even unzip this. What a piece of junk. Delete. Get out of here. Trash. Empty trash. There we go. All right. I've had enough for today. I think it's time to get going. When I have a fresh install of Windows, I feel like playing with it for a while. This, I feel like throwing the laptop in the garbage. This is enough is enough. Maybe I'll try to install Linux Mint or something. This is not for me. I'm gonna try to. Should have installed Ubuntu. Yeah, whatever. I have tried that. It didn't work. Dallas. This is why. This is what it did. It installed DaVinci, and it doesn't work. All applications. DaVinci Resolve. Click, and it does that. That's it. It doesn't work. So, no bueno, but whatever. Oh look, we can click here. Oh, this one has a spinning wheel at least. Linux Mint is not deprecated. I don't think so. Is Linux Mint deprecated? No. It is not. So, yeah, no. So DaVinci just crashes. So yeah, that's all it does. It just crashes. Anyways, I'll see you guys on the next one. Not tomorrow, I'm working tomorrow. So I will catch you in the next one. See ya.